What I found fascinating about the metal is how plastic it is. As a medium, it's most similar to clay. It reacts very similarly when you squash it or stretch it or poke a hole in it. I think the fire was an attractive element, you know, the heat and the noise of it. But I think I really liked the idea of the plasticity of the material. I think that's what most attracted me to the blacksmithing. My name's Tom Bennett. I'm in Ridgway, Colorado, and I love to make things out of metal. So I moved to Colorado from Vermont in 1993 and moved to Rico, which is just south of Telluride a little ways. It's a tiny little town up in the mountains. I was on track to becoming a woodworker. That was my intention. And I stumbled across a blacksmith down in Dolores. And he showed me around his shop and gave me a little demonstration, and I loved it. Before long, I was moving out the woodworking equipment and moving into metalworking equipment, and I still have a tiny little wood shop, but it's all metal now. Iron is one of the primary elements of the Earth's crust. And so in this work, we're basically taking almost dirt and refining it into this metal that we can then shape to our will. The traditional ironwork has a huge amount of appeal because there's so much going on. It's got so much movement, and that's really exciting, but I've found that I'm most interested in the challenges offered by trying to use those techniques in a way that is not expected. The feeling at the forge is a combination of dance and music and an athletic event. It's hot and it's sweaty. It's precise in a free-form way. I'm swinging the hammer around, I'm swinging the material around. I'm going back and forth to the rhythm of the steel heating and cooling. It's a wonderful feeling. I think there probably is something similar to what dancers feel. It's a dance, and it's a dance with its own rhythm. I feel privileged to be a part of this legacy of how humans have dealt with iron for so long. I feel lucky that it's even been around. Blacksmithing very nearly died out in the middle of the 20th century because everything that had been made by blacksmiths was made by machines, and before the resurgence in late 50s and early 60s, this country is down to probably a few dozen blacksmiths. Since that resurgence, there are now lots and lots of blacksmiths around, relatively speaking. It's kind of exciting to be part of this movement where the knowledge was almost lost, but wasn't. It's so elemental. It's so basic to what humans have been doing for so long. I mean, I feel very lucky to have stumbled across it.
This episode of Beyond the Gallery is made possible by Colorado Creative Industries, the Betcher Foundation, and the National Endowment for the Arts.